Hello, kindergartners. Today we're going to continue to retell stories. And yesterday we defined retelling as being able to tell what happened in the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. Today we're also going to be paying attention to what the setting of a story is. The setting is where the story takes place. We are also going to discover the characters of a story. And the characters are the people or animals in the story. Remember, when we retell a story, we want to tell what happened in the beginning, what happened in the middle, and what happened at the end. So now I'm going to read you the story Koala Lou, and I would like you to listen for what happens in the beginning, what happens in the middle, and what happens at the end of the story.
Hello, kindergartners, and welcome to Reading Time with Mrs. Dawes. Say, today the story that we are going to listen to is the story Koala Lou, written by Mem Fox and illustrated by Pamela Lofts. And in this story, I want you to pay attention to how Koala Lou is trying to get his mother's attention. You see, Koala Lou has brothers and sisters, and Koala Lou is feeling a little bit jealous that maybe Mom's attention always goes to the brothers and sisters. So as you listen to the story, listen to how Koala Lou tries to gain his mother's attention. There once was a baby koala so soft and round that all who saw her loved her. Her name was Koala Lou. The emu loved her, the platypus loved her, and even tough little Koala Claus next door loved her. But it was her mother who loved her most of all. 100 times a day she would laugh and shake her head and say, "Koala Lou, I do love you." Whenever she stretched in the early morning sun, or climbed a gum tree, or bravely went down the path all by herself, her mother would smile and say, "Koala Lou, I do love you." The years passed and other koalas were born, brothers and sisters for Koala Lou. Soon her mother was so busy she didn't have time to tell Koala Lou that she loved her, although of course she did. There's Koala Lou, feeling all left out. Every night as she curled up under the stars, Koala Lou thought about the times when her mother had looked at her and said, "Koala Lou, I do love you." And she longed for her to say it again. One night, Koala Lou had a splendid idea. Preparations had begun for the Bush Olympics. She would enter the Olympics, and she would compete in the gum tree climbing event, and she would win. And her mother would fling her arms around her neck and say, "Koala Lou, I do love you." Koala Lou began her training right away. She jogged and puffed and lifted weights and panted. She hung from a branch with one claw at a time till she ached. She did push-ups till her stomach hurt. And last of all, she climbed the tallest tree that she could find, over and over and over again. the sign. It says Bush Olympics. Sometimes her mother would watch her and ask, "How's it going, Blossom?" "Fine, just fine," Koala Lou would reply. At last, the day of the Bush Olympics arrived. Look at these. Look at the great colors. Look at all these animals. Koala Claus had also entered the gum tree climbing event, and everyone knew how fast she was. But Koala Lou wasn't scared. She saw her mother in the crowd and imagined her mother saying again, "Koala Lou, I do love you." Her heart filled with hope. It was Koala Claus who went first. Her climb was a record-breaking 22 meters in 70 seconds flat. The spectators whistled and cheered and wildly waved their party hats. See that? Oh, they're waving those party hats. Can I do better than that? Wondered Koala Lou. I must. As she stepped toward the tree, a hush fell over the crowd. On your mark, said the kookaburra. Get set. Go! Koala Lou leapt onto the tree. Up and up and up she climbed, higher and higher and higher, faster and faster and faster, until there she was, right at the very top. The spectators roared and clapped and stomped their feet. But she wasn't fast enough. In spite of all her training and all her hoping, it was Koala Claus who won the gum tree climbing. Koala Lou came second. Koala Lou went off and hid. She heard the shouts of the Bush Olympics and cried her heart out. Here she is. When the first star of evening appeared in the sky, Koala Lou crept home through the dark and up into the gum tree. Her mother was waiting for her. Before she could say a word, her mother had flung her arms around her neck and said, "Koala Lou, I do love you. I always have, and I always will." And she hugged her for a very long time. There's the kookaburra. Boys and girls, that's the story of Koala Lou.
Wasn't that a fun story? I like that story. Moms don't stop loving us if we have more than one brother or sister. But moms can be pretty busy, can't they? And that's kind of a story of how a mom was busy, but she didn't stop loving Koala Lou, did she? So now let's think about the story. So, can you think of who the characters in the story were today? Yeah, Koala Lou. Koala Lou is a good person to draw up here. He was one of the characters, or she, I think it's a girl. Koala Lou. Koala Lou is one of the characters. Who was another character in the story? Yeah, the mom. Well, the mom was a big, important part of the story. So the mom is one of the characters. Can you think of one more character? Oh, yeah. Oh, and by the way, for the mom, I think I'm going to give her some eyelashes so we know she's the mom. Even though Koalaloo is a girl too. Another character could be maybe the emu. Maybe I'll make the emu a little darker. I'm interested to see how I will draw the emu. But the emu is one of the characters. And the emu really liked Koalaloo too. All right, after we have thought about the characters, we need to think about the setting. And the setting is where? Where is the setting in this story? Well, most of it happens on a gum tree. Do you know that I went to Australia one time and I saw koalas in a gum tree? They are super cute, but somebody told me, be careful of koalas because they aren't specifically friendly. So I'm going to draw a picture of a gum tree, and you know the tree that koala was trying to climb. Let's see. I bet I can fix it a little bit. Yeah. All right. The setting, the gum tree, or the Bush Olympics, you could say too. Now, what happened at the beginning of this story? Well, we know that Koalaloo was very well loved. All the animals loved Koalaloo, and they just loved him. And I think that made Koalaloo feel really, really happy. So I'm going to give him a smile. And you know, I like it when you guys and girls kind of add your own pictures. But here I'm just going to draw really quick. This is Koalaloo. And he's feeling love. These are hearts. He's feeling really good. And then in the middle of the story, what happens? You're right. His mom, they have a whole bunch of other, oops, pink. They have a whole bunch of, he has brothers and sisters. And so the attention wasn't always on Koalaloo. He had to share his mom. And that made Koalaloo kind of made him sad. And so he wanted his mom to say to him, Koalaloo, I do love you. Put a little tear here. So he felt really sad. And so then he started to train. He started to train for the Olympics, right? The Bush Olympics. So I'll draw another one of my gum trees here. And so that we know that he's training for the Gumtree Olympics. This is one of the trees. It's pretty good. Now what happens at the end of the story? Do you remember, boys and girls? You're right. Even though he didn't win the Gumtree contest, he and his mom came to him and said, oh, Koalaloo, I sure love you. I always have, and I always will. And so here we'll put Koalaloo and then his mom, and they're hugging. And I guess it kind of says that even though our moms and our dads are busy, or the people that love us are busy, just because they're busy doesn't mean they stop loving us. And I think Koalaloo realized that at the end of the story, that no matter what, even if he had so many brothers and sisters, his mom still loved him. Koalaloo, I do love you. I always have and I always will. Boys and girls, if you go to your Seesaw activities again, you will see a page similar to this. And I would like you to show me that you know who the characters in today's story are, that you know the setting of the story, what happens at the beginning and the middle and the end. So go to your activities today, and that is where you will find your activity. All right, bye-bye.